Hey there, welcome to Tour de Lafayette. I'm your host, Stephen Smith. Today we'll take a look at the Perrin neighborhood. We're here at Murdoch Park right now. Originally known as Barbie Woods, the area was donated to the city in 1916 by S.T. and Charles Murdoch to honor their father, a former warden at the state prison in Michigan City. James J. Perrin bought 63 acres to be developed as a residential neighborhood in 1873. The Perrin neighborhood is unusual because the streets follow the natural topography of the land instead of the standard Midwest grid pattern. The home here at 1521 Cason Street was originally built in 1880 by J.J. Perrin for his youngest son, John. The current owners, Gordon and Diane Mork, are inside, and they're going to show us around.
One of the things about working in a house like this is that there's always something to do, and it's wonderful when you can get a little recognition. And here, Diane and I and our daughter Elizabeth got a Founders Day Award from the Tippecanoe County Historical Association. Right behind you, Stephen, is one of the original light fixtures in the house, and it was originally a gas light. The gas pipe came right up through the middle of the newel post. It's been electrified now, and it's a little bit the worse for wear, but it gives us another original taste of the home. This particular piece of cabinetry over here is a piece which we found in the basement. It was painted battleship gray, and it's an old-fashioned icebox. Stephen, I'd like to show you a picture of the neighborhood, probably taken in the 1890s. There weren't so many big trees in those days, but you can see the three Perrin houses which are in this part of the neighborhood. This is the house that we're in right now. These two houses here were built for the two Perrin children, two sons. We don't have our dogs with us today, but we do have our parrot. Hello, Zeus. How you doing there, Zeus? You okay? Bye-bye, Zeus. Bye-bye.
We're here at 1526 Cason Street in front of this Victorian home that was built in 1893. The owners, Brian and Michelle Van Horn, are inside waiting for us. Let's go meet them.
Hi, I'm Michelle Van Horn.
I'm Brian Van Horn.
And this is our home, and we're going to take you on a little tour. All the flooring is original in the house except for the kitchen and the upstairs bathroom and the downstairs bath. The flooring in the public areas is smaller, thinner planked oak flooring, higher quality for public spaces. And then when we move through to other parts of the house, you'll notice that the planking gets wider and the wood changes from oak to pine.
The cabinets came from a cigar store like before the turn of the century. And we really just love the unique patterns and designs on there, and the way they designed that to fit in there is really, really nice. That was something that got us excited when we came into the kitchen.
This little area actually would have been like a pass-through to serve food. The owners of this house early on probably had a maid, possibly a live-in maid. We have a back stairwell that goes up stairs to what would have been the maid's quarters, apparently.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this would be the upstairs shot then of the back stairwell that goes down to the kitchen. Kind of narrow, but we do use that quite a bit.
Yeah.
Well, you guys have a beautiful home, Brian. Michelle, thanks so much for showing us.
Thanks so much. Yeah, enjoyed you coming.
Thank you.
We're here at 1219 Main Street with Lisa Solwald, the owner of the home here. And Lisa, can you tell us a little bit about the home's history?
Sure. This home was built in 1865, which was essentially the year the Civil War ended. It took about 4 years to build, so the new owners actually moved in about 1869, and it was the James Perrin family, and they were pretty instrumental in the growth of the city. I know that he was a merchant, and then he was a banker. He started one of the first banks here. Well, starting with this room, the ceilings in here are 12 feet. They are here both on the first floor and on the second floor, which is kind of unusual. I think generally the second floor gets a little shorter height for the ceiling. But what's nice about this is something common that they did in that time period, because the walls are also plaster. They put a picture rail above, and it's about 2 feet from the top, so it gives the dimension of the room as being not quite so overbearing and so high. So now we're in the kitchen, and this is actually the kitchen as it is today, but originally this was the dining room, and you can see in here there was a china cabinet that was built in that was still remains there, and we're using it for storage in the kitchen. Now we're coming into the room that's more of a modern room for us. This was actually enclosed, I would guess it's probably only about 50 or 60 years old. Doesn't have the antiquity that the rest of the house does. This was apparently at one point a latticed-in porch, and then they enclosed it at some point, 50, 60 years ago. This room is actually my favorite room. It's just a wonderful reading room. It's nice and bright. Now, this is the wood-clad staircase that goes up to the third floor that was added in 1890. What's unique about this is that this is butternut, and apparently is not found very often anymore. Comfortable stairs, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Pretty easy walk up and down.
Yeah.
Well, Lisa, thank you so much for your time.
That was my pleasure.
This is an incredibly diverse home.
Thanks.
We appreciate the tour.
Thanks. We really appreciated having you and a chance to show it off.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much. Well, that'll wrap up our tour of the Perrin neighborhood. For Tour de Lafayette, I'm Stephen Smith. Remember, preserving the past is preserving the future.